Hello everybody, and today I will be reviewing Joint Security Area that came out in 2000 and was directed by Park Chan-wook. As always, let's get into the plot summary. Two North Korean soldiers get killed in the border area between South and North Korea, and that leads to an investigation led by Major Sophie Jean, and she receives two different accounts from the two sides. South Korean side, Lee Soo-hyuk, he claims that he shot in self-defense after getting wounded, but the North Korean side, Sergeant Oh, he claims that the attack was planned. As always, this video is going to be spoiler-free, although it's going to be quite difficult to talk about this movie without getting into spoilers. But as always, I'll try my best to give you guys the essence of the story and what I felt watching the movie. I went into this film without reading the plot summary or watching the trailer. All I knew about this was that it was a popular, iconic South Korean film and that it was directed by the legendary Park Chan-wook, and that was quite enough for me to get excited. Joint Security Area is Park Chan-wook's breakthrough film. Before that, he made two other films that were okay and a short film, so Joint Security Area's huge success was a huge surprise to Park Chan-wook himself. The production of the film was not easy. Park Chan-wook was scared that the movie could be dropped because of the law that prohibited any contact with North Korea, and also he didn't even know if he could release the film. The production team had to build a replica of Joint Security Area in the studio, which still stands by the way, because they couldn't film in the actual spot. Another difficulty was getting the North Korean side right. Since they didn't have the access to that side, the production team had to rely on photographs that they could find combined with their own imaginations, and some bits of information that they could get from former North Korean guards that now live in South Korea. I really enjoyed Park Chan-wook's storytelling style. In Joint Security Area, like in, for example, Handmaiden, we get the initial plot and we, the viewer, are led to believe that this is the story, this is the plot. But as you watch the movie, the story throws curveballs at you and it catches you off guard. And it's really interesting to watch a story like that unwind since you don't know what's coming. My favorite part of the film is the one that explores what happened, and that's all I can say without getting into spoilers, but if you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I connected so much with the characters in that part of the story, so much that I actually teared up at one point for a very short second, but in one scene it just touched my heart, and you can call me an emotional bastard, but you know what? It's due to the good character writing. I found the investigation part of the story a little less exciting than the big portion of the film that I was just talking about. The investigation part also has some exciting moments, but it's just a little less riveting than the part that I was just talking about. I also didn't really care much about the Major Sophie's character. She's the investigator neutral body. I'm guessing English speaking was a bit of a problem in this film since half of Major Sophie's character's lines are in English and they're all ADR'd.
My father is Korean. I was born in Geneva and brought up there.
And not only her lines, but most of the lines of another English-speaking character were also ADR'd. I didn't find the official information why that happened. It's just that my guess maybe there was like a problem with the English pronunciation at the initial recording, but that doesn't matter. The reason I'm mentioning this problem is because the ADR sounds really fake. And obviously that affects the experience of watching the film. It just takes you out of the film because of how, fake it sounds. However, at the end of the day, all the military things aside, Joint Security Area is a film about people. It's a film about the power of human connection and our incredible ability as people to connect with each other. Joint Security Area came out in the year 2000 and it was extremely successful. It won multiple film awards at different film festivals, including the awards for Best Film and Best Director at the Blue Dragon Film Festival. And by the year 2001, Joint Security Area became the highest grossing film in South Korean history back then. Overall, Joint Security Area is one of the most popular and iconic South Korean films for a reason. As I said, this is a film, all the military stuff aside, is about people and human connection, and the movie has an amazing message that is heartbreaking and touching at the same time. This is not my favorite Park Chan-wook film by any means. I love Oldboy and Handmaiden way better, but this is still a solid film and has that special thing in it that I'm sure that is going to manage to touch your heart as well. So Joint Security Area is a must-watch and I definitely recommend it. I'm going to give Joint Security Area an 8 out of 10. So that is it for another Park Chan-wook film review. I've reviewed previously on this channel Oldboy and Handmaiden. If you want to check those reviews out, I will have a link in the bio for the playlist of my old South Korean film reviews. I review South Korean films on this channel occasionally, and I love doing that. I love exploring South Korean cinema. It's amazing, and it always leaves me speechless. Also, guys, let me know down in the comments below, have you seen Joint Security Area? And if you have, well, what do you think about it? Also, what is your favorite Park Chan-wook film? I'm curious. And also, guys, I will have a link in the bio for my social media, such as Instagram and Twitter. I post movie stuff there, and also since this channel is not verified, I don't have the community button on YouTube, and I can't really do polls and announcements and ask you guys stuff, so I do that on Instagram and Twitter, so go check them out if you're interested. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and if you didn't, leave a dislike, and if you don't want to miss my other movie and TV show related videos, subscribe to this channel. Bye.